Hi, I'm Susan Reed, and today I am going to make for you my famous chicken, spinach, and cheese dip. It is absolutely scrumdiddlyucioso. So first, what we want to start off with is, of course, our Philadelphia cream cheese. And I like 2 of these in here because it just makes it even more rich and creamier. So we're going to put those in, and then we're going to take our fork and professionally smash them. And I have these at room temperature because you want it to be easy to play with and do things with, because we're going to be adding lots of different things to it. And I've already gone ahead and done the prep work so that, I didn't have to bore you to death. What I did was I baked 2 chicken breasts, and on those I put some kosher salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of nature seasonings just to give it some flavor. And then I shredded it. And that is just a piece of cake because all you do is take your fork and just shred it up. So we're going to throw all of this in here. And of course I've already washed my hands. And then we're going to mix this in. And I'm going to try to keep it in the bowl for you. Okay, then the other thing I did was get, it's about a 10-ounce package of chopped spinach. And you want to make sure you squeeze every bit of the water out of that, because if you don't, it's going to make your dip runny. And who needs that? Okay, so we're going to get all of that in. And we're going to keep mixing just to incorporate it all. I had a wonderful outfit picked out to wear today. But then I thought, you know what? I'm going to cook in what I always cook in, and that is my apron. And I know it looks a little worn. It's about, well, actually my grandmother always wore this when she was cooking. And when I was a little girl, I used to go over her house. It was like my sanctuary. And I stayed over there and watched her cook in this apron. And on my wedding day, my grandmother gave this apron to me. And next weekend it will be 29 years that she gave this to me. So, I know it's a little ratty looking, but it means something to me. Okay, now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put on my glasses because, the eyes ain't what they used to be. I used 1/2 of a onion, a medium-sized onion, and about 2 cloves of garlic. And you want to mince those up real good. Chop that up, put it in here. Garlic and spinach, I think, just go together very well. And then what I got was a big piece of roasted red pepper, and I chopped that up well. And you want to put that in because, again, it just gives it a wonderful flavor. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. And again, we're going to keep mixing. And as I was making this dip, I thought this would be a great Christmas dip. It's so pretty with the green and the red in it. And I have to tell you, this is a hearty dip. So it's almost like a 1-meal dip. Okay, so we're going to incorporate all this really well. And then I'm going to add about probably 1/2 cup of mayonnaise to this. And again, you just want to give it that creaminess. Make it easy to dip out. I don't measure anything. You can feel free to do that, but I just kind of go by look and sight and feel. And then I am going to add kosher salt for flavor, and you can just add it to taste. Some pepper, and again, just add it to whatever it is that you like. And now I am going to put some jalapeno pepper in here. And again, you add whatever you want, however much you like. I am going to add probably about 1/2 of this. And I'll tell you now, you want to get the seeds out, unless you want it really hot. And I just scoop it out with a spoon. And then you want to mince it up because you don't want anybody to take a bite and get a, hello, that's hot. Then they won't enjoy the rest of it. Okay. So we're just going to cut this up. I have a group of friends, and we call ourselves the Tatas. And we all have silly little names. And we got started several years ago getting together, and we would do dinners about once a month and go on vacations and do things, you know, just to get away, just the girl time. Because, good Lord, I don't know what you do without your girlfriends. So now that our children have gotten a little bit older, we don't meet once a month. We meet about twice a week. So, and actually they're coming over because they know how good this is, and they said, we want some, so I'm like, come on. Okay, now I'm going to throw these in here. And like I said, if you want more, feel free to throw it in there. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to add to this is my cheese. Okay, I like to put about 2 cups of cheese in here, and again, it's to whatever flavor that you want and how cheesy you want it. Well, let these flavors get together. And then the last thing I'm going to add in here is some lemon. And I'm going to get a lemon, cut it in half, probably the juice of 1 lemon. And I already rolled it before I set this out because you want to release the juices. Doesn't that look good? Just wait till it's cooked. It is so yummy. Alrighty, that's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is you want to get about a 9 by 13 pan, and then I'm going to just scoop it right in here. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, so you're going to put it in here, even it out. And then, like I said, I like to top it with cheese and melt it in the oven. We're going to cook this on 350 for about 20-25 minutes until the cheese is all melted and bubbly. This is so good. You want to taste it, so don't be afraid to get it in there. And for all you carb haters, this is a great dish to eat. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven. We'll come back in a few minutes, and then we're going to taste it. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes, and I'm going to get this yummy hot dip out of the oven. Now, while y'all were away, I forgot to tell you, but I put in about a 1/4 cup of Texas Pete. That just gives it a little bit of zip and a little bit of twang that makes it really good. The other thing I like to do is I make my own spinach tortillas. And the way you do that is you get some spinach and herb tortillas, cut them into 8s. Then I bake them in the oven, drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little garlic powder, and some kosher salt. Bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes at 350, and it just adds that extra oomph. So I'm going to invite my guest in, and I am going to wish you magnolia mornings and sweet tea afternoons. See you next time. I'm just going to scoop this out before all of my friends get here. Look how pretty that is. Because you know the cook has to taste before she can serve her guest. Ooh, it's hot. Come on, y'all. It's ready.